Well, hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. And today, in this video, I'll be talking about Mercury in the sign of Cancer and everything that it represents, what it has what it means in the tarot. And yes, because there is a tarot card for Mercury in Cancer. Sorry about that. I uh text messages. Um, I don't need to answer that. Sorry, but Mercury in the cardinal water sign of Cancer. So let me share with you. Mercury will be entering Cancer, the sign of Cancer, on June 1st. This is on the West Coast time, San Francisco, where I am located. So here's Mercury at 0 degrees. And Jupiter and Venus are both here as well in Cancer. And the moon will be, well, actually, all these planets in Cancer are ruled by the moon. And the moon is he's actually in an aversion to, or in cones, or in a, yeah, which is called a quincunx, or in conjunction, or in an adverse aspect with Jupiter and almost Venus, and by sign to Mercury, whole sign to Mercury as well. Um, Mercury will be retrograde in the water signs this year, 2026. And as Gary Keaton says, actually, it's a Mercury waters year. Whenever Mercury is retrograde, and it's only retrograde in water signs this year. I believe last year they were retrograde in. Hold on, let's move this into last next 2025 Mercury, and then we'll go into weeks. Um, hmm. Yes, Mercury was retrograde in Pisces back in May of 2025. And then let's go. Um, Let's see. Sorry about this. I'm looking to see when Mercury was retrograde, other than in Pisces. Hmm. Let's go weeks. Yes, in the air fire signs last year. Good grief. Yes. Mercury was retrograde in the fire signs last year. Then Aries went back to Pisces, yeah. To Leo and in Sagittarius, correct. Yes. Um, let's go to November. Um, uh, go ahead a week, couple weeks. When we get to Sagittarius, yep. See, Mercury is retrograde. When this is red, Mercury was retrograde in the fire signs. Yes. So this year, it was all about fire signs. This year, it's the water signs turn to for Mercury to be in their signs a bit longer in a retrograde. So I'm going to stop my share. And so, yes, and actually, so here's Mercury, Magus, or the Magus, the Magician with this deck, the Lightseers deck, and the Universal Rider Waite deck, the Magician. Mercury, ruled by, actually, this card is ruled by Mercury. And as I share, I'll show you this one because actually you can see the glyph for Mercury is right where my fingers are. That's the glyph of Mercury. And it's really interesting to have Mercury in this sign because it is all about friendship, partnership, and all kinds of like things of partnership. There's abundance, friendship, enjoyment, fun, and socializing. So yes, with this card and this card, they definitely in a socializing mood, which is the first decan for which is the first decan of Cancer. And from I'm sorry, this from 10 to 20 degrees of Cancer. Sorry, the second decan of Cancer, not the first. The second decan of Cancer, the Three of Cups. How we think and actually social. We think well. They're more thinking about socializing, traveling, mm, commerce. Mercury rules commerce as well. Yeah, and Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, and is exalted in Virgo. We'll get to that one as well. That'll be um an excellent the final one in this series, which is really a lot. There's a lot in that. But right now, Mercury in Cancer, ruled by the Moon, is in the tarot. It's all about abundance. And when it's traveling through the middle section of Cancer, this card takes precedence and is likes to it deepens their connections through communication, produce a precisely tuned, in sync connection shared with those they love. So if you have a Mercury in Cancer, this is such a really great card event, sign to have Mercury. It's more like they're more caring, more emotional, has an emotional um, emotions are tied to your intellectual um, or intellect, and it's also connected to how you communicate. You communicate really softly and emotive, and you emote quite well. You actually may pose messages that are very imaginative and intuitive. Mercury in Cancer has a very protective energy as well. They protect their not only their children but and their family, but their friends, and deeply compassionate and instinctual when they are, and they love to, and it's a very social thing for Mercury in Cancer to important for them to socialize. It's important to them to feel like they are part of a group where they are feeling nurtured or nurturing. They are the nurturer. Um, they may even like being the homebody, and actually they could be even could also put a lot of enjoy uh, holding dinner parties or something like that, entertaining at home, and with a very comforting and yeah. So their voice is maybe very comforting with the Mercury in Cancer. They communicate very softly. They communicate and and portray or um, talk about things that are in a gracious way. And they're very considerate. They could be over codependent, but hey, Mercury in Cancer likes to be that homebody type. And if you have Mercury between the 10 to 20 degrees, you have it has dignity by face, which means that this card, the Three of Cups, is most important, most prominent in your chart. For you, if you have that degree between 10 and 20 degrees, we have abundance. The 10, the this is cups, right? Yeah. The Three of Cups. And they also have the glyph of Mercury on top here. if you can see that right here. There's Mercury, which is pretty cool. Like the Thoth deck or Toth deck, however you pronounce it. Um, but yeah, this one, William Crawley. Uh, his deck is quite interesting and very gives you a lot more in depth of things, and it gives you the symbols of everything. Uh, so yeah, the Magician with the Three of Cups or Mercury and the Three of Cups. Anything else I missed? Uh, well, they have term between 13 degrees and 20, 13 to 20 degrees also. So if you have, yeah, 13 to 20 degrees, you both have term and face by indignity. So that's what I have for you. Thanks for watching. I'm Stephen Jupiterian. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share the video if you like. Thanks for watching. All right. Bye.